scratch, not including any coaching clients, not including anyone that we've set up ads for or anything like that. We've got about 100,000 fans now across a wide variety of niches. And the powerful thing about what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight is that these strategies apply to any niche, any business that you want to promote, any product that you want to sell. Now, I wouldn't build a page probably around a specific product because those come and go, but that's a whole nother story. But what you're going to learn can be applied to any business model. Are you guys excited? Is anyone ready to learn that? Are you guys ready to roll? Type in the box if you're ready. All right, tell me you're ready. Type in I'm ready. All right, cool. So this is a picture of me here. This is a little fancy picture of downtown San Diego. Thoughts and prayers, actually, we have some crazy fires going on right now. First things foremost, thoughts and prayers out to all the firefighters and people who are struggling right now with evacuating their homes and all kinds of stuff. We're blessed to be in a position where none of our friends or family are affected. For those of you guys that have been reaching out and asking, knowing that we're in San Diego, it is a major thing. It's very unfortunate, and so thoughts and prayers to them. If you guys can all send the same, it means a lot. So that being said, let's go ahead and dive into it here. So Facebook Ads Fast Track is the name of this webinar. It's kind of what we titled it. And here's the key points so you guys know what we're going to cover and what you're going to learn tonight. Results proof. I'm just going to show you flat out inside of one of our accounts. I'll show you a screenshot. For me, I like to see an actual account as opposed to screenshots. You guys on the same page, you like to see like a real account, not just screenshots that could have been from 5 years ago? You guys with me on that, or you are cool with screenshots? All right. So we just like to make it undeniable for you guys, so you can see this is real. This is right now. This is not training based on last year. This is not the program that you buy into and you get an ebook with outdated information from 1994. This is real training right now, things that we're doing right now in our business in a variety of niches that get results, right? So we're going to show you some of the exact ads. We don't have time to go through all of them, but we'll bounce around to a couple of them. The exact ads we've used to generate more than 7,010 page likes. I just picked 3 random niches. It could have been any of the different niches, but only 4 cents each is what we're averaging on that, which really could even go lower, but that's pretty solid, right? That's a great number. You can build a very successful business on 4 to 5 times that. You could, really go up to anything above 20 cents. I kind of will shy away from. That's kind of getting a little costly, but we'll go over that as well. We're going to go into some Facebook ad fundamentals. I'm going to give you guys the crash course. You're going to learn the ropes and the lingo, and we're going to get straight to the point, right? I'm not going to sit here and teach you 10 different vocabulary terms on Facebook that you don't need to know, right? How many guys just want to know what you need to you just want to know what you need to know to get results? Does that sound like a good game plan? How about that? You guys with me on that? Type yes. Type absolutely if you're with me. All right, good game plan. That works too. All right, and the third thing that we're going to do is we're going to do the Facebook Ad Fast Track. Right, you're going to watch over my shoulder, not literally, but figuratively, right? If you guys were here, if you guys do coaching with us, we're actually doing coaching. You can learn more about that at the end of this webinar. I'm not going to hard pitch anyone. We're really not even opening our coaching program for another week. You guys can stay tuned for next Thursday. We're going to have a couple of openings, but we do in-person coaching where you can look over our shoulder and actually come out to our office. We've had people fly across the country to do personal mentorship. I'm not going to really go into that tonight, but we're going to figuratively, you're going to watch me. I'm going to show you precisely how to create a killer ad campaign in less than 15 minutes. Right, from scratch in 15. This is apparently didn't fit on the slide. So let me delete that. Create a killer ad in 15 minutes or less. We'll call this ad campaign in 15 minutes or less. Right? Didn't realize that got cut off there. So how many guys are excited to see me create an ad live and right in front of you here? All right? Pretty cool, right? So let's get right to it. So first things first, we're fast approaching 100,000 fans. We may even be over 100,000. I honestly don't know at this point. I didn't have time to sit there and bust out the calculator and calculate up 20 different pages. But I can show you across the board. I'll bounce around through a number of them. Here's a couple that we might check out more specifically tonight. Oh, let me move that over here real quick. But you can see this is a country music page, Country Rebel Clothing. By the way, I suggest that you guys follow and like all of these pages so that you can learn and see what we're doing, see how we post, see when we post, see how we collect leads, see how we make money with the pages, right? There's nothing smarter that you can do outside of modeling success, right? So if we're doing things that are working and we're growing pages to massive numbers and we're growing pages quickly and making money with our pages, it's only natural that you should model your business and apply those same strategies and those same techniques to your own business. Does that make sense? Are you guys with me? Type I'm with you if you guys get it. Modeling success. Inventing the wheel is overrated. You guys have heard me say it probably 1,000 times. What do I say? Don't reinvent the wheel, make it better. Right? So you can see this one. Anyways, let's look at these stats real quick. Here's Country Rebel Clothing. There's a Chargers fan club. So this one is country music. This one is football. This one's motocross. Can we all agree those are different niches, yes? Those are completely unrelated things. People like the Chargers don't necessarily like motocross. People like motocross don't necessarily like country music. Do we agree on that, yes? I just wanted to get a few different ones across the board just for sake of demonstration. Right, here you go. We've got 3,800 likes to the country music one, 4 cents per page like. 2,200 to the Chargers fan club, 4 cents a like. And 928 to the motocross page at 4 cents a like. These pages actually have a lot more people. These are just a handful of the ads that we've been running, right? And these, you can see, this was actually taken today. These are all active right now. I'll show you that right now. So let me come back over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Facebook right now and I will log in and show you guys some cool stuff. So what I'm going to do is, and this is the same way that you get to your ads when you actually have ads. If you were creating your first ad, we'll go into that in a little bit here, but what I do is I click on this little arrow and I go to Manage Ads, right? Manage Ads. And then I'm going to click on Darren Blue. That's the account that most of our ads are inside of. All right, and you can see here we have a bunch of different ones running. Here's the country music page, Country Rebel, right? And some of these are doing better than others. Some of them are a little bit higher, right? Here's one in the real estate niche. This one's at 13 cents a like. So it's all relative, right? We're still running that one. We're not going to stop running it, but we will continuously start creating new ads to get the cost down, right? Here's one we just started playing around with ads for Internet Income University itself, which we haven't really done much of in the past, which is kind of funny because we've done every other niche except for IIU and you know, the training that we have here on how to get results with Facebook. And we just started some ads and they're not really doing too hot. So right, this one right here, you can see here the cost 56 cents per page like. So we got to do some testing and tweaking to get that cost down. Not everything that you're going to do is going to hit a home run right out of the gates, right? We're not perfect. You're not going to be perfect either when you start creating ads, right? I'm sure you guys can appreciate that. So I like showing you that as well. But let's click on this one. I'll just show you an exact ad that we have going here. This is Country Rebel. You can see here on average what we're getting an extra 140 people a day right now. This particular ad is set at a $5 budget per day. That's one of the only things that you guys need to know. And I recommend the absolute minimum would be $1 a day. I guess technically you could go less than that. But it kind of seems like, you know what, not to be rude, but if you can't invest $1 a day into your business, you should probably get a job instead of trying to build a business in the short term, right? Or secure some more part-time work or make money some other way so you have at least $1 a day to put in your business, right? If you have more money, put in $100 a day, right? We do on average, I would say $5 to $10 a day if it's a page that we're serious about building, right? Kind of the starting point that I like to see people at is $5 per day. Guys, we're talking about 150 bucks a month to build a massive, massive following. We're not talking about a lot of money invested in your business, right? If $150 seems outrageous to you, start at $1 a day. But that's kind of the absolute minimum I would suggest. Otherwise, you kind of got to question why, is this the right time for me to be building a business? Can we all agree upon that? Does that sound good? Does that sound fair? Right, and I'm not making any money off your ads. I'm just giving you advice as a business owner, from one business owner to the next, right? From one entrepreneur to the next, and more importantly, from one person who cares about your success to you, right? I want to see you guys be successful. So you can see here, this is cool. There's a bunch of numbers in here. What matters in here, right? There's only really two things that matter. Is number one, what is my daily budget set at, right? And I don't see that here. I see that once I go into this ad set, and we'll get into that in a minute. But you can see the daily budget for this particular campaign is set at $5 per day, right? $5 per day. Altogether lifetime, we've only spent $204 on this particular ad set, right? Or on this particular campaign. We've got 4,000 likes, right? 4,157 likes at $204. But guess what? The intangible part of this equation is that we get likes naturally. So that really isn't factoring in all the likes that have come from viral reach. With all these 4,157 fans related to country music, if we come over to this page actually has 4,600 fans. So that's like an extra 500 fans that really we didn't pay for, right? So an extra 500 fans. So if you really divide out $204 divided by 4,600, then it still actually didn't bring it down a penny, did it? But it's about 4 cents, 4.4 cents, as opposed to what I'm seeing up here, which is 5 cents across the board. But that's counting the ads that we stopped, right? So this is cool for you guys to see, because the only thing that you really care about is your daily budget. It'll never spend more than what you set your daily budget at in a given day. Does that make sense? Are you guys with me so far? Whoop, let me get rid of this. You guys with me on the daily budget? That's important for everyone to get here. If you guys understand the daily budget, say I get it. Say I get it. What do you mean you think so? If you don't get it, what are you not understanding about the daily budget? So because somebody else might have the same question, let's get that clear so we can go forward. Does anyone have any questions about the daily budget? That just simply means that you're only willing to spend X dollars in a single day, right? Now you can have a budget for each campaign, so I could have a daily budget of $5 for freestyle motocross, and I could have a budget of $5 for my Chargers, my football page, and I could have a daily budget of $5 for the country music one. All three of those could be at $5. Then my combined daily budget is $15 per day, right? So they each have their own daily budget. Does that make sense? Do you guys get that? Okay, cool. So the other really only number that you need to know here, so you guys, clearly there's proof, the proof is in the pudding, right? You guys can see this. This is real data. This is real stuff right now. These are ads that are running right now. This is not last year's, ebook or whatever. You can also see we had 6 ads in this particular set of ads. This is called an ad set. And we're only running one because guess what? Look at the other ones. 31 cents, 11 cents, 13 cents, 36 cents, 14 cents. This is the only number that really matters at the end of the day besides your daily budget, right? Your daily budget just determines really how much you want to spend. It doesn't mean anything in terms of the results of your ads. Do you guys get that? Do you guys understand that your daily budget really has no, well, I guess you could debate that, but it really has no effect in terms of the results or the performance of any given ad. Does that make sense? It only scales it up and down. It doesn't change the effectiveness of an ad, if you will. You guys get it? All right. So when we're looking at this, right, we're looking at this country music page, right? The only other number that matters is cost per like, right? So this is the next slide in my presentation here. The only thing that matters is cost per like. How much is it costing me? Because the goal of these campaigns, right, there's different, you can set up, there's 100 different ways you can do Facebook advertising. What we're teaching you right now is how to get likes, right? So let me back up. Does anyone not know what a Facebook page is? Does anyone not know what a Facebook page is or why you would have one? You don't know? So say I don't know if you don't know. Say I understand if you understand. Okay, so here's the, all right, so let me take a step back. So why would we have this Facebook page? Type into the box, why do we have a Facebook page? For those of you guys that know, give me some answers. Let's make this a two-way street. This is about communicating, not about me being a dictator. Cool? So why do we have this page? We have 4,615 people on this particular page interested in country music. Well, yes, we're going to get likes, but why? Why? Why are we doing this? Why are you building a business? Potential customers. Ding, ding, right, John? But what more? What does a customer represent? What does a customer bring to the table for you? What happens when you acquire a new customer? Increased pay. Well, I wouldn't use the word pay. I would say increased revenue, right? Because pay is a word that's associated with a job, and we're not teaching you how to get a job. We're teaching you how to, no, I mean, I guess we could say get paid, but pays itself is kind of a challenging word. But generate sales, right? Bring revenue and profit into your business, right? The reason that you create a page is because you want to build an audience of people that are interested, and not all of them will buy, but they are all potential buyers of whatever it is that you're selling in your niche. And ideally, right, according to the way that we are, revamping our program, and also the, working with our coaching clients, is building a business around something that you love, right? Something that you're passionate about. There's a little heart. It's my heart. Something you guys love, right? Because why are you building a business? You're building it to have a lifestyle, right? To generate income, but at the same time, it doesn't matter if you have all the income in the world if you now have a business that you hate, right? What good does money do if you wake up every day regretting, or not regretting, but stressing about a business that you can't stand? Does that make sense? So how many guys are, like, if you're not building a business about something you're passionate about right now, you're in the right place at the right time. That's the good news. But now is the time to start, right? Now is the time to get into contact with us and figure out if there's an opportunity for you to get into our coaching program. We are going to be opening that back up for a handful of people, right? But why would you build a business around something that makes you miserable? Like everyone that comes into network marketing, the home business industry, affiliate marketing, a lot of them just do it for the money. That's the wrong reason, right? I mean, it's the right reason from the standpoint of everyone needs to make money, but if you're going to spend all the time, energy, and resources on something anyways, why not do it on something that you're passionate about, right? So that's where we're headed. That's what we're committed to doing and helping you guys achieve as your primary goal. Now, having a Facebook page with 4,000 people related to country music means that we have power, right? And we have the power to create a following and a huge, massive following and group of people that will get to know, like, and trust us, right? And if they know, like, and trust us, they're 10 times more likely to buy. And what are they going to buy? They're going to buy whatever we decide. Well, not really. they're going to tell us what they want to buy over time if we're being smart and we are doing what? What do we do with these? Why do we have 2 ears and 1 mouth? Right? Here, why do we have 2 ears and 1 mouth? So you can listen, right? Listen more than you talk, right? When I'm posting on the fan page here, I'm listening to every conversation. Now we have too many pages and too much going on for me to read all the comments nowadays, but I am listening from the standpoint of I am looking at how people respond, right? If I go into the insights of this page, which if you have a Facebook page, it's totally free to create a Facebook page. What we're paying for is the ads to build the audience. Does that make sense? You guys with me on that? All right, does that clarify it for those of you guys that didn't understand what is a Facebook page to begin with? Are we all on the same page now? Yes or yes? Is there anyone still like, I don't understand how this connects? Right? So what can you do with this page? You can sell directly from it, right? But you can also capture leads and then start sending those leads to your website. Or you can send people to your website and capture leads. You can sell straight from the page. You could send people to your website and then sell, right? Ideally, you're not selling anything. You're listening to your people and you're making offers that are things that they already want, right? We don't sell things. We offer people an opportunity to buy, right? Write that down. You are not selling. You're offering an opportunity to buy. Right? And the reason that you're offering an opportunity is because you have been listening to your audience, you know your audience, and you know their challenges, you know their desires, you know their problems, you know their hot buttons, and you know what makes those people tick, right? And you know what's going to bring value to those people, right? If I know that everyone in the country music niche is tired of, old, outdated flannel, just boring plaid shirts, and nowadays there's a whole new niche in country music that's more modern and more of a rock and roll type of style, well, guess what? I know those people are very likely to buy shirts and clothing and things related to that because I've personally experienced it myself, but also I look at what they like and what they don't like when we start posting things, right? And that is delicious water. How are we doing? Are you guys learning some good stuff? Man, we're only 30 minutes in. We're flying right now. Type I'm learning if you guys are learning something. Type I'm learning before we go on. If you're lost, type I'm lost. I'm just curious. Hopefully nobody types that, but I am very curious. Is anyone like totally off base? By the way, my camera's over here, but my screen with the webinar and my slides and all that's over here. That's why I'm always looking that way. But when I talk to you guys, I look this way. Terrible TV show, Lost. All right. We haven't had a single person take off from this webinar, so I'm assuming you guys are learning good stuff. All right. So here's what I can do, right? So I can tailor my offers. I'm not going to go too much into detail because this webinar is really not about monetization, but I want to share with you guys just to make this final connection, okay? So what I can do is I can go in here to my insights and I can go to posts and I can see what have been the most successful posts of all time, right? If I click down here, it's going to show me all my posts. I click on engagement and then I sort this in order of the most likes, comments, and shares. And what is the most successful post? That's funny. One of them was one that just got posted yesterday. The most successful post ever on this page was she's a lady when she needs to be, but she can be downright turn me on dirty kind of country, right? What does that tell me about my market, right? This is the type of stuff they like. So what do I keep posting? And when I go to start making money with this page, what do I put on a t-shirt, perhaps, right? What do I put on a blog? What do I put in my videos, right? If it's something that's more applicable, this isn't really something, I'm not going to make a video about being downright dirty kind of country or whatever, right? This is, you know, a niche where really our goal is clothing, right? And different things of that nature. We can do mugs, we can do leather cuffs, right? These types of things. We're going to sell these types of things that we can buy for $2 and sell for $30. Now that's more advanced. You guys can get there in time, right? Where you're doing physical products. You're not going to start there. It's a lot more work. It's a lot, you know, there's a lot more involved to either find suppliers and or carry inventory yourself, right? And physical products are really not where I recommend anybody start, because it can be kind of challenging out of the gate. It just brings a lot more to the table, and they're typically speaking, unless you're, you know, very well versed in finding suppliers, going to be less profit. Does that make sense? Could I also sell posters? Can I sell anything off Amazon.com for a small percentage? Yes. Right? So I don't have to carry anything in the beginning. The best thing is to just do, you know, whatever is the easiest, right? Go with you. If you haven't seen our video on how to make money, then go back and watch that, because there's 3 ways you can make money. Start with the easiest and then work your way up, right? Here's another post. So, you know, I can see different posts, right? Some girls are made of sugar and spice and everything nice. This girl's made of Jack Daniels and ice with a little less nice. So it's kind of funny. But I'm listening. This is how I listen, right? What do they click like on the most? Oh, well, 2 out of our top 4 posts have Luke Bryan, right? The country music artist. Do you think that if we made an offer, or we did something where we're going to generate leads, if it's somehow tied to Luke Bryan or Luke Bryan memorabilia, do you think that's going to be successful? Trick question. Say yes or say yes. Right? If every time I post something about Luke Bryan as a country artist, it goes wild, do you think that that's going to be a good indicator of what I should tailor my lead capture around, what I should tailor my product offerings around, right? If I'm running contests, if I'm doing giveaways, guess what I'll probably do as a giveaway to get tons of leads from this page? Knowing that 2 out of my top 4 posts were Luke Bryan, I can go right to Amazon.com and I'll do a giveaway of a Luke Bryan signed poster. And guess what? Yeah, they're not going to care probably that it's a reproduced print, right? But I will give away something like this right here, $11.99, and we'll probably get several hundred leads for giving this away, right? Matter of fact, we might go ahead and do that tomorrow, right? So we'll report back on that. Do you guys get that? That should have made you should see a major connection there. Do we have any light bulbs going off? Type light bulb idea if you guys get that. Right? Your people will tell you what you should do as product, what you should offer them, not sell, what you should offer them as products. Your people will also tell you what will be the most successful as giveaways to generate leads. You guys follow me? Are light bulbs going off? All right. So how do we create the ads so we can get this awesome audience of people and start generating tons of leads and making a bunch of sales and making money, right? And doing it around something that we love. Well, let's come back over to our ads. Let me show you once again. So let's take a look at the ads that didn't do so well, and then let's see the ad that did very well, right? 4 cents per like is phenomenal. You could get it all the way down to a penny like. It just depends on how specific you are with your targeting. It depends on how big the audience is. There's a lot of different things that you can do, right? But looking at this overall, let's take the one that did the worst, 36 cents per like, which by the way, that's the reason these ones were all not very successful. That's why they're set to inactive, right? You can see here, there's a nice on and off switch. If I were to turn one of these back on, all I have to do is click this little toggle right here, right? Oh, fun. What is that? Maybe we need to add a new, oh. I think we had a fraud on our credit card, so we have to re-add a new one. But anyway, so that's weird. There's one active. Why would it be trying to use a different card for this? I don't know. Anyways, but that's all you would have to do. Normally you're not going to get that error. We have to go and adjust a credit card or something. But the point is that these 5 right here, 5 out of 6 are inactive because they were sucking. They weren't that great of ads, right? This one's not bad at 11 cents, but 13, 11, 13, 14, those aren't bad, but they're not great, right? These are just, I would say they're good ads. They're just not great ads. 36 cents, terrible. 31 cents, terrible. I'm not going to pay $1 for 3 new people, right? Not fans, because they're just fans. That doesn't mean they're going to buy something, right? You want to have literally tens of thousands of fans over the next 6 to 12 months if you're really going after it. Right? We've got, I mean, like I said, close to 100,000 fans. You don't need that many, but there comes a magical point, I would say, when you get to about 5,000 fans, because you're going to be able to start leveraging the viral nature and the social nature